Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. And we are back here with Gregory Moore TV. Yeah, he does so much on YouTube, social media, and all. He's the owner of his own company, Supernatural Entertainment Productions, and he's based out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, but he works with people worldwide as a spiritual advisor, medium, and so much more. Welcome to the show today, Gregory. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having me, Jill Nicolini.
Oh,
How
thank
are
you
you
for being here.
doing?
I like we're on a first and last name basis. I'm doing great. Yeah, what's going on with that chief fireball behind you? What's that? What's that?
That's just background and basically advertising and showing off my skills as well as my videos and
Talk to us. What are
basically,
your skills? What are your videos? New listeners today, of course. So why don't you fill us in a little about who you are, Mr. Gregory Moore?
well, my name is Gregory Moore and I am a pyrokineticist as well as a psychic healer, beat maker, that is, as well as so many more different things. I know a lot of people throw out there that's the entrepreneur, but I'm not a entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur, and my company basically is grown and has a solid foundation built off of my grief and loss issues from when I was 12 years old. So therefore, when it comes out there, it's coming just like how it should come, divine. Someone who lost their family at the age of 12 and still able to provide for his family, new family, as well as right here, right now. So that's what supernatural entertainment and production is. It's about changing people's lives and giving people a deeper definition of their life versus just basically a basic life. I mean, we all have those moments where we feel like our life is just basic. This is a self assessment. This is not me throwing out any type of bogus, deter, or language dialect dysfunctioning or personality disorder. This is just real talk off scientifically basic and based off the census records with people who have those issues and a psychological issue. Now, I'm throwing no numbers out there because I can't give you the numbers. You know why? Because I didn't study that, but this is off of my own understanding of basic real knowledge. And with this real knowledge, I help people overcome those things. And I've met a lot of people in my life personally. So I can say that off of personal experience, bringing that big concept of people that just basically look at their lives as just whatever and dealing with a client myself, the same thing. I mean, they just, no name speaking, but they just lost their place to stay just because of their anger. So think about that. Dealing with somebody that's like that on a regular basis, or many different other people's at the same time, understanding grief and loss, and which is the reason why a lot of these issues happen, helps me to be able to get inside of people's life and help them versus just basically tear them down like society likes to do when they consider people like us freaks, just speaking generally, but it's the truth. And you know what? Just like they see the people that are disabled, that has autism and other things, you know what? It's a defect because it disable you in a sense, grief and loss that is. And a lot of people don't look at it that way, but you know what? Grief and loss is the angel of tragedy, for the speaking. And we all need to understand that shit hurts.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you are extremely talented with what you do. Just tell us how we can reach out to you for our listeners to do some research, check out your sites and all.
Well, Supernatural Entertainment and Productions.org is my company website online. You can reach me also at Gregory Moore TV or just in YouTube or just via email, Supernatural Entertainment and Production. Supernatural Entertainment at gmail.com. I mean, I'm always there to help people out. I give out psychic readings. I'm there to basically help inspire. And I do it in a way that's urban, Chicago-ish flavor style that's hooked with a lot of many different talents and flavors based off of the people that influence me. You know what I mean? So speaking of so much talent, we're speaking with one right here, right now. I mean, everybody always trying to look at me like Greg Moore. Hey, you know what? Screw Greg Moore. We looking at Jill Nicolini here.
Oh,
You know
hell
what I'm saying?
no. You're so
Hey, for
funny.
you people who don't know who the hell she is, hello, she is one of the top New Yorker newscasts in New York. I mean, come on. How many of you people are gonna get somebody like that on the internet talking to you?
I'm just a mom, and
I'm
yeah,
just
I've had a
saying. I
pretty good
mean,
job, but
she
that's
didn't
it. Thank you.
introduce.
Thank
I
you.
mean, oh my God, dude, you didn't like host it. I mean, Andrew Dice Clay for crying out
I
loud.
love him. Did
I
you see
mean,
that?
what the
I love that
fuck?
man.
I
He
mean,
is
come
so
on,
cool,
y'all,
right?
y'all acting like y'all don't see this. What the hell? I mean, I posted so y'all can see this, but y'all acting like y'all don't see this, man. I mean, this whole radio thing should be jumping on fire. I mean, I bet y'all ain't never met no Andrew Dice Clay. I sure have it. And you know what? I wish I was in Jill Nicolini's shoes to be able to do something like that.
He's
Because
an
that dude
awesome
looked like he
guy.
was cool as hell.
He
And
is.
his
Oh my God.
accent, oh my God, 100.
Well, see,
For
that's one of the
real.
things I love sharing about my job and the people I've met and the experiences. And everyone is just normal. Their people are just people. Like people have talent and like they're famous, and it's like, oh my God. But you know what? They're just like us, right? They eat, they sleep, they poop, they're just normal. And that's the one thing I love the beauty about my job. It taught me that. Oh my God, because I used to be intimidated by people. Oh my God, is that Brad Pitt? Am I ever going to talk to Brad Pitt? Oh my God. But you know what?
I know,
Who
Red Venom.
cares?
Nah,
He's
we're
just a
not gonna
normal
talk about no
person.
Venom stuff, but we're gonna talk about the healing
But
and we're gonna
yeah.
talk about the building the relationships as
And
far as
everyone needs
professionally.
healing.
You know what I mean?
Everyone needs, no
We
matter your celebrity or
everyone
not.
exactly.
Exactly. Perfect. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of the healing
You
work
know,
you
so
do.
I mean, a lot of people, you know, like Jill says, you know, people are afraid, but there is no need to be afraid to network. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you really are sincere and you see that they got talent, like you know T-Pain has been throwing out information out there. I mean, honestly, he really has been musically throwing the information out that I've been the one catching it on my page. Just like Jill, she's out here catching people that's, you know what I mean, meant to be the star that they're meant to be, but also too rising stars and much more, and so many other different people. You know, if you ain't seeing her like doing her thing, then you obviously lost your mind. Because honestly, I mean,
You're
like I
so
said,
funny.
we have to be real here. This is real talk. I mean, man, I'm excited. You guys think I'll be sharing this just to be sharing this on the internet, but no, I am 110,000% so happy to be able to talk to a lady like this, because you know what? It's so many people that just basically will tell you I don't have the time, and they don't. And like she said, real people, no matter if they're celebrities or not, you know what I
Damn
mean?
right.
She's a celebrity to me, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What the fuck
Yeah.
you thought? I mean, talking about, I
Exactly.
mean, for real, I mean, no, part of my French on that, but
No,
I mean,
no,
I've
no.
man, you know what? She healed me, because you know what? She gave me the opportunity to be able to speak when that cast registered, that newscast person, when
Mm-hmm.
my family died at 12 years old, didn't
Oh,
give me the chance to speak. You know what? That's why I'm so chilling. Like, I mean, if you ever wonder why I be throwing out them healings, that's just why. Because you know what? That's self-realization, and then that's real talk from real talk. You're changing my past into a better future, and you're changing my future now. So talking about somebody that has
thank
the
you.
ability to be able to do things, but being able to help somebody to show it live and showing how that happens in my personal life is just like epic, because we all know
Thank
that
you.
you don't get many things like that to happen. And you
Damn
know
right.
what?
But you are just so kind and so sweet today. And thank you for thinking so. I'm just honored to be here to talk to you. And we have a platform here with the network to be able to display you. And everything happens for a reason. Of all the
That's
people I'm
right.
talking to, you of all people know this about life and all your hardships you went through, but the God given gift and talents you have to tap into so many on the other side and in the future. I mean, see, you may look up to me, I look up to you, and that means we all have gifts from God. And the fact we've connected is just amazing because it's going to make us both that much better. So thank you.
Indeed.
Please cut. What are we going to share today? Come on, let's talk.
No, no, but I mean, people need to know. I mean, this is real. Hey, this is what people want to see. This is people what they want to hear. You
Yeah.
know what? It's so much people that psychic vampires is what I call them in my videos,
Mm-hmm.
is people who come up to you psychically and just suck your happiness away.
Uh,
There's so much of that. And you know what? Being able to
mm-hmm.
give people that and to be able to transcend that from equal individuality, regardless of how you may look at it, but just equality in general. Speaking from masculine to feminine energy, that we're both equal. You know what I mean? In a society where we all kind of have our own upbringings that teaches us different. Well, I'm here to basically, like the ebb and flow of the water, just like Jill, the other side of it, to basically shake your brains and your mind to basically get into a position of understanding expanded consciousness.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we all know about it. It's nothing like it's not like it's not real. I mean, if
Mhm.
it wasn't real, I mean, there wouldn't be scientific evidence to prove it. There wouldn't be other people out there doing these videos. I mean, besides me, I mean, I'm not the most famous person out here, but I mean, the fact of the matter is that I'm here in the South and I'm representing that. And Jill is up in the North, you know what I mean, taking care of her business and representing me up there and representing herself. I mean, she's taking on twice the heavy load, you know what I mean? And that's just how we look at it, you know what I mean, in society too. And it's not like a masculine dominancy building over, but this is the fact that we're both willing to basically work with each other because not only is she basically taking my energy and building it over there in New York, I'm also building her energy over here in Tennessee. And that's a unique connection because you know what? We already know that's a blue and red state. You know what I mean? And we're not trying to bring it there, but we just have to understand the real true knowledge here that's going on.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
you know what? If you can't accept the real knowledge of history, then you can't really accept real magic and divinity because it's
Mm.
all about the realism. And we're being real here. And this is always, and y'all can always catch us right here being super real when it comes to the supernatural, you know, regardless of however you may look at it. The supernatural is so fluent and effortless that it flows in our natural waking consciousness. We're talking right now, but at the same time, our language is and our dialect is so different, even though we're from the Midwest. Though she's from the East, being from Chicago. But I mean, we already know, logically speaking, here, this is the second biggest city in the United States of America. And Chicago right here on the third biggest, no complaints, but you know what? Rightfully respected. And this is true. You know what I mean? Speaking on big city wise, I mean, in the United States of America, we are huge. I mean, you go to New York, oh my God, it's so many people there. And I mean, the cash revenue, regardless of what you may speak,
Yeah.
is totally offlandish compared to down here in the South. It'll never compare to that. And I just need to let people know that, not in a disrespectful way, but in a realistic way. And then you got Chicago, that's the same way. That's just consistent cash flow. You know what I mean? So when you hear this, Mr. Not saying no names on a political point here down in the South, from a specific point of equality here, please understand that, look, we both reaching out. And at the same time, bro, from the people, stop playing. It's the COVID.
Yep. Yep.
It's the COVID, Joe. Stop playing.
I love it. I love it. Yep. It's true.
Stop playing. I
Wow.
mean, we love you. We got you there for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't disappoint.
I love it. I love it.
Don't
I love it. I
disappoint.
love it.
You know, and that's regardless. Hey, look, everybody works hard for what we have, and that's why we are hardworking Americans. Don't
Mm-hmm.
forget that. So you better go on and figure those numbers out, because equality, man. Look, everybody deserves their rightfully shares. You should get them people from being lazy. Jill, hell, shit, she sell checked. She ain't gonna be just doing no interview with no scam. What you thought? So she could what damage her career? What?
Never.
What the?
No.
I mean, that we're being a little bit too real, but that's what we need here. Cause you know what?
Yeah.
This illusion of awake, sleeping, am I dreaming? Like the new album that I came out with. Oh, something to think about. Asleep, wake, and dreaming. That's what we all on since this COVID. And you know what? A lot of us ain't dreaming when it comes to real life facts that you can find on the internet or find in real life in our city, in our state. But then you want to act like, oh, you don't see us, but you want to lock us up for what? Oh, but you can find that though. You can find that. No, but we ain't going to. We're gonna define that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna help you give. We're gonna give you a conscious boost, an emotional boost. It's called emotional mental consciousness. And what that means is that you are consciously aware of your emotions and how certain situations make you feel. And mentally, you are conscious of that so that it doesn't allow your emotions to override your consciousness, which means your intelligence. It's a lot of men out here that just don't know how to do that. And with that being said, we have catastrophes. Speaking here in the South.
Yeah. Yeah,
So you
absolutely.
know what? And as a man that's divine, that should understand that I should be able to speak emotionally and psychologically consciously. And when I speak, like my grandma from the old South that always spoke to me,
Mm.
emotionally and psychologically, spiritually, consciously. The voodoo she taught me is very sincere and real. So when I teach people this, regardless if it's a petrol or not, the petrol is the fiery serpent that's a venom that wakes consciousness because
Mm.
that's how strong it needs to be. But times 10, I mean, hello, it's what? It's so many people out here that's lost. And
Yeah.
it's not so much of the people that's just losing hope and losing people that's just basically saying that, oh my God. I mean, the government needs to realize that, yo, there's people out here losing psychological and emotional support. It's drastic.
Mm-hmm.
All we're told is get your ass up and whoosh, put that whip upon our back and damn it, get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Money, 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 money. All we need is fucking money. All we need is money, 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 money. But you know what?
No.
How many of those people are actually happy with what they have, no matter what their job is? And how many
That
of those
right.
people get to see their family? And just to see Jill take care of herself and her families is beautiful.
Thank you.
So people need to know that. I mean, you got so many celebrities out there that's going bonkers just like us.
Oh
But
yeah.
the ones that take care of their kids and themselves, that's focused, and you could see it, and they post it on their personal page instead of just some blogging or some stupid ass reason. God knows whatever the reason may be. Just because they're broke, they're oh my God, I need a wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. And then you government just sit there and let it go. Like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this
Yeah.
because I need a
Yeah.
wardrobe too. Oh my God. Hell yeah. I need a wardrobe. I'm right with you. No.
That's great.
No. Because you know what? Now you're going to get us to hate you. And how many fans do we have compared to what?
Mm-hmm.
How much influence do we have on changing the we ain't going to go there, but we're going to go there.
Yeah.
How much influence do we have in changing the community?
Yeah. A lot.
So please be understanding of the emotional and psychological consciousness that I deliver to everybody. I mean, I'm not just talking just to talk. I let you know when I'm talking. I'm real blunt like that. That's the East Coast and the West Coast and the Midwest flavor. We give you what we talk about. Look, it is what it is. It ain't no different. And I know it's the same thing down here in the South, and I ain't disrespecting. God knows I got much love for the South. If it wasn't for such a case, I wouldn't be representing the personification here now with Jill. You know what I'm saying? So just know that I represent the South just the same. I'm tough, I'm hard, rugged, and I don't give a F just as much as anybody else don't. But at the same time, I gotta have a conscience to think about my family and my co-workers and my professional consultees. Because you know what? We here. We here. And to the other celebs, B list, A list, C list, D list, F list, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you ain't paying attention to your fellow community, then what are you paying attention to? You're only teaching people stupidity, and you
Mm-hmm.
wonder why the fans that follow you just don't know how to act or whatever.
Yep.
You know, Jill teaches intellectual, emotional, as well as so many other different things in her interviews with us different business entrepreneurs. whether it's LLC, small business,
Yeah.
alike. She does her research and she knows what she's doing.
Mhm.
So that says a lot about Jill. And if y'all don't see that, what I mean, y'all saying that y'all don't like the truth and y'all don't like facts. And what that says to us is just like we are in a dying world. Our kids are in trouble. Our kids are in freaking trouble because if they got to go against a multitude of those kind of people, kids upbringing, how are they going to survive?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. How?
I mean, that's a real fact. I mean, if my kid is on a meteor show at school and your kids are doing extremely better than most kids up in their community, like us stars normally do, regardless of however we choose to show it,
Mm-hmm.
that should say something instead of people just trying to tear us down and make us feel like,
Yep.
I mean, just like business owners too, regardless if you want to accept the fact of that or not, speaking on a professional level, I mean, they are just as much as celebrities ever. They need a lot of attention too. What good is Red Venom 10 Supernatural Entertainment and Productions founder and co-host and
Mm-hmm.
everything else, Gregory Lee Moore Jr., executive and all these other stuff. And
Uh-huh.
what number one third in Nashville for what directors for a 4-star show look like trying to compete against other competitors or anybody else when we're all trying to make a living.
Yep.
If we're going to honor the code of our ancestors who came here, who's the settlers that took over from the Indians, at least do right by honoring our code.
Wow.
And you know what? That's a cheat sheet for everybody. That's free on me.
I love it.
And you know how much that costs? That's a $14,000 reading for the world. And that's a reading cast. And that's breaking generational curses.
Mm-hmm.
That's a spell by itself. I mean, whether you choose to listen to it or not, there's going to be many that's going to listen to it and take a chance because it's better than taking a chance and going to jail.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Yeah.
I would much rather take a chance and listen to some, whether I consider them psycho crazy or not, guy and a female talking about supernatural stuff that I can't prove. I would rather take my chance with them in my mind, thinking that they were crazy to basically go ahead and try that
Mm-hmm.
than to go out there and rob somebody and get your life taken or do something stupid that leaves your family behind without a father or a mother. You know what? I mean, speaking from a parental point of view,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many of these parents out here. And I mean, yo, we're gonna have to be real here. I mean, I'm blessed. I ain't gonna lie. I'm blessed to have my baby mama right here with me.
Aww.
And I'm sorry that there's a lot of people out there that's not blessed to have that. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna try to sit there and hinder that or talk bad about that. But this is the reality that we live in. And you know what? When you're facing the divine, they're gonna bring it towards you just like
Mm-hmm.
judgment. All these things. So basically, look at me as when I'm bringing this to you like this, that's the reality that you got to deal with. And how you going to combat that? And if you don't know, it's fine. I'm right here. That's my that's my job. Hey, that's
That's
my
your gift.
job.
That's your talent. Damn
That's my
right.
job. That's my job. That's my job. So when you come right here to me and you let me know that and that's real, as a shaman, ancient, regardless, Voodoo Sun,
Mm-hmm.
I am here to open my heart up of unconditional love to God, to universe, and all to help
Wow.
transcend on your behalf, to help them hear what your problem is, because obviously you realize there's something wrong. Why is my prayers coming back in negativity? No, your prayers are not coming back in negativity. They're coming back in the form of preparing you for what you asked for.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we don't see that. And hey, look, I would be mad now talking to Jill. I promise you. Do you know what happened to me today? My account just got closed because I made too much money down here in the South.
Wow. Yeah.
Literally over 16,000.
Mm-hmm.
Not being mean or nothing, but Citibank just literally closed my account for no reason.
What?
So not
and I got my taxes coming in. I'm working on getting my legal other things to boost out higher. And I'm going on vacation. I'll be super mad right now if I didn't have the Zen in me and the real divine in me, the Holy Spirit, and everything that is required to become a true divine devout as I am in voodoo. I would easily blow up and would have blew Jill off and when I'm like, screw this damn thing. I don't give a fuck.
Mhm.
My life is already screwed. I got over
Yep.
$37,000 worth of brand new Latitude 5, whatever they call laptops, brand new business that costs $2,000 in the store. I'm selling them for $300.
Wow.
That goes to show you how bad I'm.
Yeah.
And they're not even stolen. And you know what? I had to deal with the embarrassment with my kids. And I had to deal with the embarrassment with my baby mama in the store because they called the cops on me and they thought it was stolen, even though my business partner was in California. Big shouts out to you, G. Hey, you a breadwinner for real, my nigga. Never forget that. But far as that, this is my real life right now as we speak, and I'm showing people my powers of self-control and my zen from meditating and doing my magic every day. I mean, imagine dealing with that. Put yourself in my shoes and try to deal with that on top of everything that you have to deal with from a kid. And tell me, would you not go overboard?
Not easy. Yeah. Not easy.
Like, I'm drinking, I'm smoking. If that's all I'm doing and I'm not killing nobody, I'm doing a great job. I'm doing a great job because God. Nah, and then you know what? I get slammed and told no from the music indie. I mean, from the film indie thing. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to him too. I take criticism, constructive criticism very well. I re-entered it again. Hopefully the Illinois people pick me. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot going on. And you know what? If you people don't think that my powers are real, explain going through that on a day-to-day basis. You know what? And then you got to get up with a friend. No disrespect, friend. Keep your name discreet. Who's so needy that, oh my God, ever since just like you post a picture with this guy, it's just like, now it's like he thinks he's oh my God. Man, 5 a.m, dude, I need you right here, right now. I'm freaking out. But the other day you told me you was gonna call me, but you didn't even call me, dog. And I'm like, what the? I'm waiting. Oh yeah, I went to sleep. But today they snap on you at 5 a.m. You have to let your baby mama answer the phone because you about ready to you about ready to like, oh my God, like come on, people, think about it.
Yep.
Let's put the 2 and 2 together consciously. Let's emotionally and psychologically have common ground for once and just be real here on some real human mundane and not think of me being superhuman, but think about it. These are problems that we have every day now.
Yep.
And I'm dealing with it, you know what I mean? And Jill's dealing with it. She may not, you know what I mean, have my super like how I have it, but it's in a different way. But you know what? On some real stuff, boy, shine.
Damn right. Yeah.
Shine. And that, you know what? And it has me over there like, whoa, that's what's up. There's so many people that's shining right now. And it's not like I'm saying like, no, I'm disrespect. No, because of the community that I'm in right now makes me feel like that. Yeah. And as I said before, you know what? I'm in a surrounding community that just looks down on particular people. You feel me? And I'm not ashamed of this. But you know what? Jill and the fact that we can relate, and she's already gave her compliment to me, so there's no need to re-edify her even speaking on that.
Thank you. Just you're sweet.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So on some Midwest real life, I mean, East Coast real stuff. I mean, like instead of like Biggie Smalls, you know what I mean, and like Tupac. I mean, I'm looking like on some Tupac, Biggie Smalls,
and Twista and Do or Die, and you know what I mean? Good people like that from the Midwest, you know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I know Eminem is from the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to him. I'm not saying no disrespect. And you know, this is all stuff towards my grief and loss of music that I'm actually promoting too, which I'll be having a press release coming out soon, which I'm working on right at the moment,
Awesome.
which the guy didn't even respond to me until I told him I wanted my refund back. So like, I mean, like I said, I got people literally lying on
Yeah.
me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta deal with other stuff like that on a regular basis, regardless of, you know what, y'all may not see me as the big star I am. I
Mm-hmm.
pray to God that, you know what, Jill Nicolini ain't got no situations like I got going on with people trying to just sit there and take money out your damn pocket all the damn time. But you know what, where I'm at right now, this Zen is exactly needed. And you know
Yep.
what, it's not like the East or the West, you know what I mean? West meaning over here in the United States of America, and East meaning over there in Africa or the Europeans or however you look at it. But like, I mean, on some real life stuff, I mean, man, the
You're
problems that
right.
we all go through is beyond. I mean, and you know what? The more peace, like I said in one of my posts on Facebook, the more peace you have, the
The
more chaos magnifies to it. Chaos is a magnetism to peace, and
beautifully
this
said.
piece exactly, and this piece that I give to people is so unique. You already got that
Mm-hmm.
right there, so therefore all I'm doing is brushing it off and getting you back to wherever. You know, it's like a medicine, so that's why I'm a psychic healer.
Oh,
Mhm.
beautiful.
So
You are a psychic healer. My goodness. And we are way over our time, Gregory Moore, but you are just on a
sorry.
roll today more than anything. And for those just tuning in who may have tuned in halfway point, Gregory Moore TV, this man is a healer. He's a medium. He's a psychic. He's an intuitive. He can help you. Just give us a quick rundown. I know we're late on time, but tell us all the
So
services you offer, and then we'll get your best form of contact.
okay, well, spell work, contacting the dead, natural
Yep.
healing, psychic readings, foretelling your future in a way that's beneficial, whereas in it's going to help bring the result that you want versus that doesn't bring the help that you want. And
Beautiful.
media and selling all types of other stuff as well as music. I specialize in grief and loss, healing through the occult work of voodoo and psychic healing.
Gosh, you do it all. And how can we reach out to you?
Supernatural Entertainment and Productions is my website. You can reach out there and read the blogs that's on that aspect and get to see my different wares of clothing line, different other works, my TV works, as well as you get to read about who I am and what my company started from. Also, you can reach me at supernatural entertainment at gmail.com. That's
Perfect.
on my Vmail, that's on the email, and that's on Gmail. If you guys don't know, Gmail is part of Google. And you can
Yes,
find me
it
there
is.
too, as well as Red Venom 10.
Beautiful. Gregory Moore, thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the kind words. It's been a pleasure speaking with you today. I'm glad we did have some extra time as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.